Good morning to all of you. Welcome to Legal Matters by Sai Baba Sankara. Yesterday, the entire country, India, as a matter of fact, the world also, they felt very curious to see the Vikram Land Rover stepping on the southern hemisphere of the moon. Where there was pitch darkness, now there will be light. Anyway, it is a success on the part of our ISRO and Chandrayaan 3. Because of the failure of Chandrayaan 2, we are more curious and eager. Luckily, it landed safely, soft landing on 23rd 8th 2023 at 6:04 p.m. In this connection, you may entertain a doubt. What are the rules and regulations? Is there any law to land on the moon? To clear the air, I am making this video. Friends, you all know the International Court of Justice, they will decide the cases basing on the treaties, covenants, agreements, declarations, charters, etc. etc. Suppose if it is our court, they will depend on the Indian Penal Code, CRPC or Civil Procedure Code or specific fact like that. But International Court, they depend on the so-called agreements and treaties. Actually, in the year 1967, a treaty has been formed, that is Outer Space Treaty, to keep pace or to protect the outer space bodies. Maybe moon, maybe so many celestial bodies are there in the orbit. You have to protect them. Otherwise, what will happen? Everybody tries to go there and they will wave their flag and say, this is my area. No sovereignty. Anyway, an extension of the so-called Outer Space Treaty is called the Moon Agreement, Moon Law, Moon Treaty, International Moon Law. In different names they will be calling. Actually, this was framed in the year 1979, but by the time the members signed, of course so many members did not sign, it was 1984. So this is the Moon Agreement or Moon Treaty 1984. Now let us look into the important aspects of the Moon Treaty. Number one, there should be no claim of sovereignty of any country which goes or which lands on the moon for scientific research purposes only. Number two, the countries which wanted to go and inform the country, the land on the moon, they have to inform the United Nations Organization. If it is below 3 months, if they have to stay there for 3 months or so, some time period is given. After 3 months, they have to inform the progress, that's all. So basically, the United Nations Organization, which is the apex body, it has to be kept informed of the developments on the moon. And thirdly, no military operations, no nuclear weapons. This is all because moon and the celestial bodies, they are considered as the common heritage of the mankind. They are considered as the common heritage of the mankind. Then the environment over the moon should not be disrupted, because till Chandrayaan 2, we do not know how the so-called land will be there. Ultimately, the ISRO has found almost the same similar rocks, that is anthracite rocks near Namakkal district of Tamil Nadu. Likewise, the no claim of sovereignty by use or occupation, and you should not make moon as an international conflict zone. From there, you cannot conduct any military operations. Please remember. Of course, research or experiments, they can be done. What for? Please remember, for the good of the public or public interest or for the development of the public. For example, ISRO sent the satellites. What for? Now we are getting the GPS very perfectly because of this. Right. Likewise, no military operations, already told you, all the 5 minutes over. But incidentally, India is a party or signatory to the Moon Law, whereas USA, UK, even China, they are not parties. So they think that they can enter China, they can enter the moon at any point of time and claim sovereignty. It's my opinion only. Should not be correct. So lastly, I tell you, jocularly I have been telling in the classes that traffic police may be necessary in the outer space because lot of the so-called satellites and the so-called rovers, they have been moving. Where day may come where you will lay a road to moon and traffic police may be there. Of course, not possible. Thousands of years later, it may be possible. Okay, that's all regarding the International Moon Law. If you find time, please read the agreement, which is having 21 articles and enrich your legal knowledge. Thank you.